West Ham versus Arsenal, 7 goals in the first half, but one man stole the show, Bukayo Saka. Arsenal's 5-2 win over West Ham was yet another huge statement. We first won a huge game against Nottingham Forest, beating them 3-0. Then we go beat Sporting the way we did, and now we go out and have another drumming of another team in West Ham away from home. 7 goals in one of the most, if not the most, frantic first halves I've ever seen. We saw 2 penalties get given. We saw 7 goals get scored. An amazing free kick from Emerson. I mean, that was arguably the most intense, action-packed first half I've probably seen in my life. It was an awesome watch, and at times you just caught yourself laughing at how frantic it was. But at the heart of it all, the heart of Arsenal's really good performance, well, it was Bukayo Saka and his brilliance. Yes, we had good performances from Martin Ødegaard, Yuri Timber, the list goes on, but Bukayo Saka was so amazing. Bukayo Saka got 1 goal, 2 assists, 1 a penalty, created 4 chances, completed 4 crosses. Yeah, he is now the first Premier League player this decade to achieve all of that in a single game. And I mean, let's talk about those assists. First was a perfect corner to Gabriel Magalhaes' head for Arsenal's opener. Gabriel Magalhaes now 2 goals in 2 games from centre-back, which is outstanding. Both of them from set pieces. Bukayo Saka with yet another assist this season and yet another assist from a set piece. Then he had a beautifully weighted pass to Trossard for the second, and that Trossard goal showed perfectly why Bukayo Saka and Martin Ødegaard, why their partnership on the right-hand side is so dangerous for every other team. Nice one-touch play. Bukayo Saka squares it to Trossard to have an easy, simple tap-in. And even before that Trossard goal, you think back, Saka probably could have got himself a goal. He was inches away from curling one into the top corner, but it just went wide. It seemed like anything that Bukayo Saka wanted to do against West Ham, especially in that first half, well, Bukayo Saka got to do. But again, after those 2 assists, Saka did not stop there. He had some really good, quick footwork in and around the area and won Arsenal a penalty thanks to Lucas Paqueta taking it down. I at first didn't think it was a penalty, but then obviously through the replays, I was pretty convinced it's a penalty. And instead of Saka taking it, Ødegaard took it. Ødegaard got himself a goal, which is awesome to see. The captain getting himself a goal. But just before halftime, when you think it's 4-2 now, there's not much more that can happen in this half. It is far from over. Fabianski, a clear penalty on Gabriel Magalhaes, punching him in the head. And who takes it? Bukayo Saka. And Bukayo Saka steps up and converts yet another spot kick. So much composure, and Arsenal go up 5-2. And Bukayo Saka, in one half of football, gets 2 penalties and a single goal, as well as winning another penalty. A stupidly amazing performance from the star boy. Now in the second half, he was quite quiet, but I mean, he didn't have to do anything. He'd done his work in the first half, and I think Arsenal's second half kind of mentality was to just see the game out, don't concede any stupid goals, and don't make this a higher scoring game than need be. But if you look at Bukayo Saka's stats from the game, 22 out of 32 accurate passes, 4 chances created, 1 penalty won, 51 touches, 9 touches in the opposition box, 2 out of 3 successful dribbles, 4 out of 6 accurate crosses, 1 pass into the final third, 5 corners, dispossessed only 3 times in an entire 74-minute game, 2 defensive actions, 2 recoveries. He won 4 out of 10 ground duels, which isn't amazing, but he is a winger. I mean, Bukayo Saka was everywhere, and it was so amazing to see him rip up Emerson, rip up Paqueta, rip up Kilman the way that he did. Bukayo Saka was on another level, and frankly, he has been the whole season. I mean, Bukayo Saka is pinning these types of performances that to most of us is just becoming another day for Bukayo Saka in the office. I mean, Bukayo Saka's stats this season, just a little information, he is already 3 assists away from equaling last season's assist tally. But his stats this season, he's played in 18 games and having a grand total of 18 goal involvements. Bukayo Saka is averaging 1 goal involvement per game, and he is still only 23 years old. It's so easy to forget that Bukayo Saka, because I feel like he's been here forever, is still only 23 years old, putting up numbers like this. When guys like Salah was putting up numbers like this, or Salah was in his prime at 27 or 28, Bukayo Saka hasn't even gotten near his prime yet. He's still 23 years old with goal involvements like this, with performances like this. He is outstanding. At just 23, he's played 244 games for Arsenal, racking up 65 goals and 60 assists. And the scary part is that he's only getting better. Where his ceiling is, where his potential is, who knows? But it was another magnificent performance from Arsenal and from Arsenal Starboy. And yes, I realize this may be reactionary because he's only 23, but honestly, with performances like this consistently and how he's been playing since he played for Arsenal, it's really not hard to say that Bukayo Saka is already a living, playing Arsenal legend at just the age of 23. And if he can keep this up, if he can keep going, honestly, he could end up being a Premier League great. Saka Saka doesn't just play, he dominates, creating a lasting impact every time he's on the pitch. Is there anyone more clutch in the Premier League right now for Arsenal? I don't know, but Bukayo Saka has been outstanding, and honestly, he is arguably one of the best players in the world right now.